Hey guys, what is up? It is Reaper Jinkai here, and welcome to something that has been off the channel for forever and a day. A top 5 Pokemon, but not any top 5 Pokemon. It is my top 5 Gen 6 Pokemon. Now, I am doing this because in 5 short months, a little bit more, about 5 months and 4 days, Pokemon Sun and Moon will be coming out, and I will be playing the shit out of that game, and I will have some favorite Pokemon from Gen 6. Now, I thought it was only Gen 7, I am sorry. I thought it was only appropriate to go back to Gen 6 and pick out 5 Pokemon that I really love. They are obviously my favorite of the generation, and this is obviously my opinion. So if your favorite Pokemon is not on the list, I apologize. But these are my top 5 favorite Pokemon from Kalos. A lot of them are sentimental, and they're not the best competitively. So keep that in mind, and strap yourselves in, because we're about to begin. And number 5, we're starting out with Goomy. Not Sliggoo, not Goodra, but Goomy. I just love Goomy. He is so adorable. Like, how do you look at Goomy and not go, it's so cute and cuddly and whatever? I don't know. I just like Goomy. Obviously, I have a Goodra for competitive. If I had to pick between the two for competitive, obviously Goodra is infinitely better competitively. But I do really like Goodra. Or Goomy. I am sorry. I really like Goomy. Goomy is a great Pokemon. I would recommend getting it. The biggest problem with Goomy is finding a route that rains. Basically, the best way to do it is just go to a place and start using Sweet Scent. Because apparently that's a game mechanic. Because when I'm trying to horde hunt with Sweet Scent, it always starts to rain. But, yeah, so Goomy's number 5. Let's head to number 4, which is a surprise because it is Greninja. Greninja is not in my top 3. But I really do like Greninja. Its design is amazing. It's an incredibly powerful competitive mon. And it just looks badass. I mean, its shiny is badass as well. Black and red, yes. I mean, 2 favorite colors in a shiny, right there. From the beginning, when everybody was like, I don't know about Froakie, it kind of looks weird, I instantly saw Froakie, it was like, I love it. I liked Froakie before I knew what it became. Once I saw Greninja, I was sold. I love ninjas. I am a nerd. I am a weeaboo. I am whatever you want to call me. But I am huge into Japanese culture. I have katanas of my own. I have a Tanto. I've played Samurai Warrior games. But regardless, the protein ability that, or protean, or however you want to pronounce it, that Greninja gets is amazing. Being able to control what type you are is amazing. It is such a huge mind game for your opponents, because your opponents might bring something to counter what you will turn into, but then you turn into something else, and they're like, what? What do I do? I know I'm talking really fast, but Greninja gets me excited because it's a great mon. But let's move on to number 3, which is Honedge. Now, I really like Honedge because, like I said, I am a nerd. And I used to LARP all the time as a kid. And I still do it occasionally. But if you don't know, LARPing is basically to where you get fake swords, go swing them at your friends, and beat the crap out of each other. And Honedge, when I first saw it, I was like, I love Honedge because it brings back memories of LARPing and stuff like that, and I instantly wanted to catch one. And then when Aegislash became one of the most competitive mons in the game, I was like, Yes! And I just love it. I end up liking Pokemon that end up being very good. And then everybody's like, well, you're just hopping on the bus with everybody else. It's like, no, I don't just like them because they're very good competitively. If I liked them just because they were very good at competitively, Aegislash would be on this list. The reason why Doublade and Aegislash aren't here and Honedge is because growing up, I only used one sword. For those of you who know or don't know, my left arm is physically handicapped. I can't use a shield and I can't use a second sword, which meant I had to get extremely good with one sword to make up for that. Because my friends are coming at me with two, I gotta be quick enough to block two. My friend's got a shield, I gotta use only one to get around the shield. I gotta be better. So, and Honedge reminded me of that. Reminded me of those countless hours of just getting my ass kicked until finally I got better than my friends and beat them. And it was just such good memories. But moving on, let's get on to number 2, which is Dragalge. First of all, this art though. This art though is beautiful. I have no idea who it is, who made this, but if you do know, or if you are the creator, leave a link to your page, your DeviantArt, your Twitter, whatever you have this on, for everyone to go check you out, because you definitely deserve the credit. This is beautiful. Favorite art of Dragalge. I love Dragalge because I don't know. Thinking on it now, to me, it doesn't make sense why it's higher than Honedge, but it is. I don't know why. I just have a very special place for Dragalge. Linny and me both really like Dragalge. It's such a well-designed mon. The Poison Dragon type. Oh my god, the Poison Dragon type. When I saw Fairy or Dragon did not work on Fairy, I was like, what the hell? Because I love Dragon so much, but to be fair, they needed a stronger counter than Ice, because Ice is kind of bad typing. But anyways, and then I found Dragalge that was a Poison Dragon, and it just shits on these fairies because its special defense is so high, and with only Play Rough being the... Is it Play Rough? I think it's Play Rough. With Play Rough being the only physical fairy type move, it countered the fairy typings. And I think fairy was neutral on it. Fairy's still weird to me a little bit, but I really just kind of learn the types as I go, but I really don't go into looking into it, and that's why I'm not 100%, but I think its adaptability is the ability it gets to where if you use something of the same type, it's powered up even more, I think. And Sludge Wave, Dragon Pulse, those two alone, you swept. It's just so good, and its design's great. Its shiny's pretty good. I just like the Pokemon. I don't know what else to say about it. Let's get on to my number 1, Tyrunt. Now, this should be out of the left field for everybody. Now, you'll notice it is a shiny Tyrunt. And that is because Tyrunt is the first shiny Pokemon I got through Masuda method. And I felt so bad when I got it, but I was so excited at the same time because Linny has been trying for so long to get a shiny Pokemon. She has one now. But at the time, we were both trying for so long to get a legitimate shiny Pokemon. I have Power Savers, and that's how I got that's how I got most of my competitive mons. But I mean, for the most part, I'd breed them, and then I'd do the EV training myself. I'd just train to their natures and IVs. But this one came out bold, which isn't bad for Tyrantrum. It was actually one of the recommended ones, so I kept it as bold. And I didn't switch anything on it. I EV trained it. I kept the IVs how it was, kept bold how it was, and it was a shiny. So I was like, yes! Because, I mean, I didn't want to mess with it. I could have made it better than it was and given it perfect IVs, but I didn't want to do that. Because that's not... Because then it doesn't feel as rewarding, I suppose, for me. I mean, if anybody else did and they switched the stuff so it was perfect, whatever, not judging. For me, it didn't feel right. I was like, I can't switch it. Not right. So, I got this thing, I leveled it up. Got it with the moves I want. I can't remember what they are right now. I think I had Strong Jaw on it too. And took it into competitive, or not like competitive, but PvP. Swept with it. I was like, oh, that feels so good. Doesn't have perfect IVs, but it still put in the work. Still just dominated. And I was just so happy to finally have it. Now, I'll wrap up this video with a little story on mine and Lenny's adventure looking for shinies together, because we used to do Wonder Trade Wednesday together with the King Nappy. Like, we weren't in his Wonder Trade Wednesday streams, but we would watch it together and trade off while we bred. And the whole point of the breeding was to try and get shinies. And she had tried Solosis for so long. She did it for week 20 to like week 60. And not one shiny. And then she switched a few times and she got Blitzel. And in there, somewhere in there, like, I was hatching Oshawotts. Second Oshawott I hatched was a shiny Oshawott. And like, I had seen two and I'm looking at it and I go, is this a shiny? And she turns over and looks at me and just starts hitting me because she's like, you got into this. Yeah. And she thought I was messing with her, but I'd only, like, you know when you start breeding and you're just kind of looking at it, it's like, I think that's the shiny one. But, like, there's a difference between you've seen hundreds of the normals before you see a shiny. But she was, I mean, obviously she wasn't extremely mad at me. She was just giving me a hard time, and I ended up giving her a hard time. It probably didn't help I messed with her, and sometimes she'd run to go do something, and I'd be working on her game, and I'd hear her coming back, and I'd just start screaming, you got a shiny! You got a shiny! Oh my god, you got a shiny! And she comes back in, and it's just a normal one. And I just like messing with her like that, and or we'll be sitting there and we'll be trading stuff off, and I'll sit there and go, shit, turn off your game, you're trading away a shiny. And then she'll turn and look and she'll double check it, it's like, you're an ass. So she doesn't appreciate those little jokes, but it's just me messing with her. But yeah, I think I will let you guys go. That was my story of mine and Linny's shiny hunting experiences together. Obviously, I do more of wild shiny hunting now because it's more entertaining, to be honest. Um, but I hope you guys enjoyed. Let me know if you want top fives to come back, and I will come up with a top five that we can do. And I will see you guys next time.